broadcast booth.
What a night. If you haven't seen it all, well, you're going to see the rest of it in this match right here. We've got quite the one-on-one contest. Is Paul going to wrestle in that? I'm assuming not. Nope, he's disrobing or dissuiting, I guess you could say.
That would be quite one wrestling, I would have to imagine.
Whoa! Oh, hey-oh! Ring that. Now it's official.
Paul London starting like a house of fire.
Man.
Taking down Shiima Xion. And a little tribute to the fallen Macho Man Randy Savage. God rest his soul.
Exactly. I was hoping we'd see that a little bit tonight, you know, a little tip of the hat to Randy. No.
If it's any consolation, though, it's good to hear that he died not the way so many of our fallen brothers have.
Exactly. Yeah, it is a tragedy. But it could have been a lot worse, I'm sure, you know. Paul is a house of fire, if I could use a cliche that is used a lot in wrestling. I still can't believe he's got at least half of that suit on.
And I believe he's going for the Macho Man flying elbow drop.
Already? Shiima. You know, I'll give Shiima at least one thing. He's starting to play it smart here, getting outside the ring and collecting his thoughts. So I guess I'll give him that.
But you know why it didn't work? Because he didn't set up with the double axe handle first, then go for the front.
That is true. That is true. It was a great setup. But wait a minute, we got something better.
Whoa! And Shiima Xion just caved in that barricade with the back of his head.
Well, Pedro, there's a setup for you right there. Woo-wee! Right into the barricade. And Paul is the intrepid traveler, right? That's his moniker.
Traveler.
Okay. I was expecting him to come out in a fishbowl or something with the suit, the space suit that he's got on. Man.
He is the former WWE wrestler that hates the word superstar.
I'm sure there's a good portion of those guys out there. Well, and now the numbers game might start to play up. Yep, playing a factor. Great.
Shiima Xion just sending Paul London flying into the front row.
You know, you'd like to think it would be in good taste to at least make this a fair contest, but then again, you got chest flexor and the Chad, right? You got to be the Chad, like the one and only Chad, out there. And you know, sooner or later, I guess it was just going to play a part in this, which is kind of sad.
Well, we know that Shiima Xion has that shot at your intense title.
He does, you know. That's why I'm out here. I guess you could say I'm scouting him of sorts. You know, I mean, we've got that one-on-one contest, so this is a great opportunity. Great opportunity for me to just kind of shape up things from Shiima Xion. So, and you know, I'm familiar with him too. You know, we've had a few encounters in the past. So, let's see what he can do tonight with Paul.
Shiima Xion dropping Paul London throat first across that safety barricade, and now going into the fans and getting a chair.
I mean, that's not your normal folding chair either.
As we have seen throughout the night, they are rock solid and do not budge.
Paul springboarding up on that guardrail, almost losing his balance, but getting off a little line there, the line action. And you know, if it wasn't enough, I mean, this is the multiple matches we've gone in the crowd, right? I mean, they're almost into it as much as the wrestlers are tonight. God, man. Howdy doody. Ooh.
And sending Shiima Xion back with that Mafia kick.
You know, the people that are here right now are the true wrestling fans, because they've seen about, 5.5 hours of wrestling? Man. And this is only the first night, Pedro. We got a whole nother night.
We have a whole nother night. 17 matches here tonight. Who knows how many tomorrow? And again, going back into the bar area, out of our point of view.
It is popular, though. The drinks are really cheap. I will say that. I'll speak for the bar. Tip your bartender. Apparently Shiima's hair is fake, indeed.
Paul London could be taking Shiima Xion to
outside. I wish we had somebody on location. Wait, let me check. No one on location. We've only got 2 mics, so I don't know. Pedro, this has happened before. What do we really say here?
We have no idea what's going on, so I'm going to ask you about your sit-down interview with Todd Pettengill.
Yeah, sure. You want to? That's fine. We can touch on that. You know, it was funny. I've got a few media contacts, some mutual friends of friends that knew Todd, and it was funny. It was actually pretty easy to set up. I'm just amazed at how young he looks. You know, I mean, it's 2011, and he easily looked like this was 1994.
Wow.
You know, it's almost like a throwback.
Did you get any like tips of like the mustache?
You know, when we went off air, you know, he gave me a few tips. Not a lot of grooming stuff because he's always been clean shaven, and I mean, you know, I don't take tips from anybody. But he did give me a little few pointers on interviewing, and you know, the next round, maybe when the TPI 2 comes around next year, I'll be able to sit down with him live one-on-one. So, you know, we'll see. High hopes, right?
Maybe you can get Stephanie Wyan to come in too, and you can do like a double interview.
Oh, okay. Yes.
A whole new generation right here at TPI.
We're starting the new thing, the brand new thing, TPI, and I couldn't even tell you where they're at right now. They're probably out on Madison and 117th.
I believe I see Shiima's fro coming through the crowd.
Yeah, okay, let his soul glow with that fro. And something, God, I can see bits and pieces. For all the fans out there, you know what's going on, so you could probably call it better in your living rooms. Go right ahead, no problem there. It's better than dead air.
This will be our fan participation part. This is
exactly. Yeah.
This is kind of like AIW Access. You can call your own match.
Call your own match. So I mean, we can even interpret a little bit. Oh, fill in the blank. Ooh, can't. Wow.
So.
Yeah, and what a
pow, zing,
right.
Bam, biff.
Biff. I like Biff. All right, and apparently
the Colonel making an appearance.
Now,
rammed by Paul London into the ringside barrier.
I don't know how you...
Colonel Dr. Nolan.
Oh, this is the proper name of this man in the wheelchair? Okay. Hopefully he's all right.
And now, up and over the guardrail goes Shiima Xion. Finally, the action returning to ringside.
Seeing if you'll know... Oh, smart.
Using the spacesuit against Paul London.
Hold the phone. Uh-oh. Oh. Well, that wasn't just the fro that hit the guardrail there. That was cranium.
Paul London wheelbarrowing Xion into that barricade, and now the Chad getting involved, getting in the
things are getting heated really fast right now. You could say Paul's in the heat of the moment almost.
And this entourage that Shiima Xion has at ringside, chest flexor, the Chad and Jaden Ace, keeping an eye on the action, but right now it is all Paul London.
Well, I'll tell you. Oh!
Just dropping in spine first on that ring apron.
I'll tell you what I got my eye on. That little lady down there and right in front of us. That's what my eye's on. I don't know how I missed her so far. Hey-o. Oh!
But missing Shiima Xion.
You know,
take control here.
Sometimes you crash and burn, and it hurts even more if you're an astronaut. You know, you're going to crash even higher. Okay.
But Chad making his presence felt as he just stomps away at the back of Paul London.
Yeah.
And chest flexor putting the clipboard down.
Man. You know, it's too bad that this is happening. I'm surprised that for this contest that flexor wasn't at least banned from ringside. You know, you got Paul London who's coming in for the first time in this main event match that we're seeing, and you don't want to spoil it with something like that. It's too bad.
Marion, this is what you have to look forward to.
Right, exactly. Well, I mean, we've got a few months. You know, hopefully somebody's going to watch this and say, you know what, let's try and get a clean contest between, you know, myself and Shiima. Because there's nothing more than I hate than chest flexor and him waltzing around like he owns the place.
Well, could you be going through the Megastar Rolodex and pulling out a name to come at your back?
Let me stay. I can tip my hat. I know a few people. Oh, to the post there. I know a few men in the business that would be on my side. You know, a few mustached men maybe. And if they don't have them, I can just ask them to grow them. You know, little cohesiveness. But Paul looks in a bad way, especially after that cross body. There's been. After that cross body, it looks like Paul's really favoring that stomach, and Shiima knows. I mean, he's a professional.
Into a rear chin lock.
You know, at a point like this is when you really need the fans to get behind you because you're aching, and you've gone over the barricades. You know, Off the top rope. You really got to dig deep, and the fans are there to help. So let's see if Paul can pull something out.
Let's give credit to these AIW fans. I mean, as you said earlier, it's been almost 5 hours of wrestling.
Long day.
And they are still on their feet, clapping and chanting like it's the opening match.
Exactly. You know, at intermission, everybody should have got sacked lunches, some bologna and cheese. It would have been, you know what I mean? Would have been something nice. But hey, we got another night. We got another night. They can do it. Some Oscar Mayer in there. Come on.
Well, we'll do fan appreciation night.
There we go.
Bologna and cheese sandwiches.
Heck, I'll bring them. I can bring them. I got a loaf of bread, man.
We'll have a potluck dinner.
Potluck, yeah.
Somebody bring the Pringles, somebody brings the bologna.
Everybody brings a little something. That's what you don't see in wrestling is potluck. Potluck dinners.
Shiima now in firm control of this contest.
Oh, to the buckle, man.
And he moved that entire ring.
You know, and these guys aren't,
Irish whip.
you know, 350 pounds. When you see him hit the ropes, the thing shakes. But man, the force behind that, give me a break. Woo. Come on now. Uh-oh.
Shiima now pulling up Paul London by the chin.
Paul is
playing him for all the fans to see.
just in a really bad way right now.
Hooking him up, could be a suplex inside.
No.
No, Paul London blocking.
He's back and forth a little bit. Time to show Shiima who's boss, maybe? Maybe?
Stalemate here on the top rope.
Let me tell you, this is...
And there, finally, bringing him in with a suplex.
That was jockeying for position if I ever saw it.
2 count only.
Not enough.
London able to get that shoulder up.
And I'll tell you, I'm looking at Shiima right now, little frustrated, getting a little angry. Oh.
Now just kicking away at the face of Paul London.
But you know, Paul's back on his feet. You know, Shiima may have assisted him, but Paul still's got something left. He can't keep a good guy down. Uh-oh. Oh, more hair comments. I knew it would come. I knew it would come. You know, with a fro like that, you can't pass by it. It's an easy target.
Now Shiima Xion with Paul London on the top rope. Paul London hanging on the top rope, though, to block.
Okay, and to the hip.
Shrugging off Shiima Xion. Shiima charging back in.
Back right into that stomach. Shiima knows, man. Look at that.
Again on the top turnbuckle.
Fancy things. Oh!
Off the top rope.
Let's see what Paul's got.
Kicking out at 2.
Still's got something left in him, man. Paul didn't come here to lay down. You know, you don't see him, I don't think, too much on the Midwest and East Coast. So, you know, he came here to win. You know, that's obvious. He's still in there. Still hanging around. You can't. But
what's odd is
we got it.
On the outside really hasn't moved much around. I figured he'd be much more of a presence in this matchup.
And that, well, you know, Shima's had control a lot too. So, you know, chest flexor. He thinks he's on. You know, he thinks he's got on the easy street right now. But as I say that, Paul coming back, man.
Ducking the clothesline. Back across into a sleeper hold. But hurling Shiima face first into that top turnbuckle, breaking the hold.
But look at the hurt on Paul. You get that little piece in there, and it's just he's back down on his knees. He's really got to dig deep at this point. You know, both of these guys have taken a lot of punishment, but like Shiima, he's had a good portion of control the past few minutes. Paul might be feeling a little froggy.
Going for a sunset flip, rolling through though with Shiima Xion, and a kick to the face. Grabbing that leg, kick out at 2.
Just like that, Shima's back in control. One stiff kick right to the face. You can't jaw jack either, you know? Paul is still in this because he's been kicking out. Shiima hasn't put the nail in the coffin. He hasn't put up. Look at that!
And delivering that roundhouse kick.
Pedro, you got to tell me, where did that come from? Where did that come from? Man.
Paul London digging into his reserves on that.
I'll say that was halfway through the Milky Way where he came out of that one. Jeez, oh Pete's. Oh!
Rock salt that Paul London is known for.
Signature, man.
Vintage.
Vintage. How long do you think it is to be vintage? Holy cow! Around the world with that one. Wow.
Jaden Ace throwing the shirt. And Paul London throwing the shirt right back in the face of Jaden Ace.
You ain't gonna take that. Don't matter how beautiful you are.
No, he didn't.
Nod that head back and forth. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You know, this is where Paul's got to capitalize. And listen, I don't got to tell him. The man's been in the WWE. He knows what to do. Hey-yo. Ooh. The only way was the hard way there. And this looks to be just as hard, maybe. Paul!
Lands on his feet, though. Up into the rope. Oh, and just choking him on the rope. And Paul London catches him. Moonsault
There we
down.
go.
Finally catches him. And I believe that knee of Paul London caught Shiima Xion directly in the face.
That's the one instance where going to the well once too often panned out. I just want to go on record as saying that.
No.
Wait a minute.
Paul London with the hairspray of Shiima Xion.
At this point, you can't stylize with that. You really can't. Moose isn't going to do anything with that much sweat. Well, I'm sorry. Hairspray is going to...
And diving through Lamahi Straw Cradle. 2 count only.
Shiima was so far away. I'm surprised London was able to roll on through. Man. But Paul's an amazing athlete. Look at him.
He's clubbering him.
Yeah. Back and forth. And it's like Paul's a fresh man. It really is. You know, 15 minutes and Paul's like, look at this, new man.
Paul London with an avalanche forearm in the corner.
Trying to get some energy from these fans. It's a long night, I know.
Across into the buckle.
Oh.
Leg lariat taking down Shiima Xion.
Is that going to be enough?
Shiima able to kick out.
I mean, listen, I'll be the first to admit, Shima's resilient. He's hung in there with Paul. So, you know, me seeing this is, when it comes time for absolution, it's no bones about it, man. I got to get down to business with him because the belt's on the line, you know?
Well, what will be your strategy in that matchup? Will you try to go to the air? Will you stick to the ground? We've seen all facets of your repertoire.
You know, no matter what, there's still going to be a lot of mustache play, whether on the ground or in the air. So you're at least going to see some fun mustache play and some fun facial hairness. Oh.
Unceremoniously dumped to the canvas.
That looked rough for Paul. That was...
Shiima Xion with a drop kick. Missile drop kick.
A target was placed on Paul London's face, and Shiima was dead on. That was like marksmanship with your feet.
The crippler crossface locked in by Shiima Xion. We have seen him win numerous matches with this.
That's not a good place you want to be. Although Paul is kind of close to the rope, so, you know, he may be having a little movement here. Let's see. You know, you got to feed off those fans, you know? You hear those claps, and you know that's for you. So you just got to try and feed off that. But Shima's broken the hold, so let's see what Paul can do.
And again, these fans, they are into this match on their feet.
True fans, man. True fans. Here at, I don't know, what is it, close to midnight, and they're chanting, right?
After midnight. And the intense.
Oh!
Shiima Xion missing the Sky Twister press. Paul London dragging him over.
I'm glad you called that because I just would have said flippity-doo-dah-day. She moved out of the way. Well, Paul moved out of the way. The rhyming portion of the event is over, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, the shooting star press. A beauty if I ever saw it. Is that going to be it? Come on.
Flexor. Yes.
And there it was. Hey-yo with the right to the face. Flexor goes down. Flexor goes down. Flexor goes down. And underneath. Oh, that'll cost you. The whole cheekbone.
Shiima winding him up. And drives him down. But no, Paul Logan kicking out, but right back into the crippler crossface.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a first-round match. I understand it's the last match of the night, but one of these guys is going to go on tomorrow and have to wrestle.
What will they have left, though?
Exactly. You know, this is, oh, rolling back on through. Shiima
tying him up. And look at this maneuver, a cross arm breaker.
And that's it. That's it.
Here is your winner as a result of a submission, Shiima Xion.
All right.
Well, there we have it. The first.